Hello, everyone. When I say grown up, you say story time. Grown up.
Story time.
Grown up.
Story time.
When I say grown up, you say story time. Grown up.
Story time.
Grown up.
Story time.
Probably should have come up with more chants, but I felt that one was solid. Hi, everyone. I'm Billy Trim. I'm a member of the comedy group Micro Satan. I also do improv at Beta Theater, and I am extremely honored to be asked to host tonight. Grown-up Storytime, Neo Benchy, just Bootown in general, have always been very welcoming to me and my friends, and anyone in general who just, kind of wants to dip their toes in the water, either do more writing or reading or performing, and they're very welcoming. So I'm really happy they have me here tonight. But I was a little confused because it's called Grown-Up Storytime, but I don't consider myself much of a grown-up. So, for example, I decided to dress up just to get into the role. And this is the fanciest I can get. These are not dress pants. These are black jeans. I buy about 2 pairs of jeans every year and a half. I wear them till they fall apart. And I was like, well, I should go on more job interviews, so I elected to get black jeans. But it's okay, because damn, it feels good to be a millennial. So I want to talk about the future a little bit. I saw on Facebook, Grown Up Storytime have created the event for their 100th show, which is just amazing that something this cool has been happening this long in a city like Houston. And it got me thinking about the future. Because like I said, I don't feel like much of a grown-up. Why am I here? And then it hit me. Why don't I write a story of myself 30 years in the future? Because I feel like at that point, I will feel grown up. I will have literally grown up 30 years. And just see what life is going to be like as a grown-up. So I just wrote it's a really quick short story that I wanted to read to you before you hear your real story. This is, okay. So this story is called My Wife Wants to Leave Me for a Robot So She Can Have Cyborg Babies. Hold on. All right, let me get, I'll just hold it. Marthaline said she wanted to leave me for a robot man so she could have cyborg babies. I, being in the year 2046 and a grown-up at this point, was devastated. We had gone to therapy, and I had even changed my name to Billy Trim revision 3.0.15 in the hopes we could do some firmware roleplay, but it just wasn't enough. The virus had already taken hold of her. For those of you in the past somehow hearing this story, which is definitely from the future, the virus is a derogatory term for humans who have lustful feelings for robots. Like a computer virus. So what about our meatbag children? The ones who aren't cyborgs and are filled with blood instead of oil, soft flesh instead of steel. She said, Jeff Bot is the man, excuse me, robot you never were. The kids and I will be able to get on his warranty plan. They'll get the best cyborg conversion therapy Geek Squad has to offer. This is goodbye, Billy from the year 2046. That was oddly specific, but she had a point. Before I could formulate a passionate last plea for the beauty of love between fleshy, squishy people, she was already out the door with our 2 children, Glebe and Kibby. I decided that if I couldn't have a family as a man, I would get my family back as a robot. The first step was cyborg conversion therapy for myself, and I began to dabble in wrapping myself in tinfoil and wearing red-tinted glasses. Soon I was able to afford a suit of armor and an Oculus Rift 27, the top-of-the-line Oculus Rift from the future, which for the purposes of this story is the present. Trust me, this is totally from the future. In fact, I'm going to use my time phone to call myself in the past to chronicle this story. Also, if it seems super weird that I'm calling my past self and no one else in the past is getting calls from their future self, it's because I'm an early adopter. Yeah, that makes sense. I didn't write that last part. about the time phone. I'm hoping this is just a friend playing a prank on me, because I didn't write that. That's very weird and oddly specific. Okay, sorry. Just a little rattled. This is weird things happen. But, I want to get really jazzed. Like I said, a lot of the people who submit and read here are good friends of mine, and I want to introduce our first story of the night, written by a good friend of mine, read by a great friend of mine, and that is Bark Park Band Band. It's written by John Wayne Comunale and read by Jeremy Barber. Give him a hand, everybody.